to another video. It is now, what date are we on? It is now Friday the 8th of October. I still sound terrible, so I do apologise for the entirety of this video. This is the voice you're going to have to deal with, and I am so sorry because anyone that's got a cold, it's usually not very nice to listen to them. So I'll try and not like raise my voice from this level, because any higher I get really croaky. So we'll try and remain quite low because I can do that without sounding weird, you know? If you haven't guessed from the title of the video already, we are going on the empty house tour of the renovation project. I don't even know what else to call this or how to title it. It is basically our new house. However, we are very much still in this house. So basically, I can't remember if I've mentioned before, so we're doing the house up or starting to get some of it done before we move in, which is great. Brad has already started taking down some of the wallpaper. I've just not been very well at all to be able to go and film anything to do the empty house tour before he started, so I don't know what kind of state it's in. He's been working on it for the last 2 days, so God knows what's happened. I'm hoping it's still very much intact from when I last saw it, because if there's any drastic changes then it's not going to be a real true reflection of the beginning of the renovation, but I think it'll probably just be some wallpaper that he's taken down, you know? So yeah, I wanted to bring you on my little evening of going over to the new house. I'm actually going to go to McDonald's and get a coffee because this throat of mine needs all the hot drinks it can take. And I probably need a little bit of caffeine to keep me awake to do this video. It's also going to get very dark very soon because obviously I'm filming this Friday evening after work, and it gets dark at like 6:30 nowadays, which is crazy. We seem to have gone from like really light nights to really dark nights so quick. My breathing is still all over the place because of this cold, guys, and if I sound like really breathless or that I'm taking extra long breaths in between what I'm saying, it is basically just to keep myself alive, so don't hate on me breathing, okay? So yeah, I am really excited to document this whole renovation project. We've got so many different plans. We're obviously going to try and do this as on a budget as humanly possible, because I don't want to be around spending loads of money, you know? And trying to part with loads of money that you've saved, it's just not the one, is it? As nice and as affordable as we can do all of this renovation, then best believe that's what we'll be doing. I'll be trying to share with you as much as I humanly possibly can. Obviously I work full time, so I'm not there at the house all the time when things are going to be changing. I have given Brad strict instructions to try and take as many pictures, progress pictures for me as possible, so we'll see if that happens. Instead of me rambling on, I'm gonna go get my coffee from McDonald's and take you to our new house. So if you haven't already, make sure you're snuggled up, you're cozy on the sofa with your favourite snacks and your favourite hot drink, because this is probably going to be quite a long show and telly kind of video, you know? Okay my loves, we are here. I've just finished a crispy chicken sweet chili wrap because I had one of those from like the Monopoly, so I got that for free, and then I paid for the gigantic white coffee because it's very much needed. I've arrived. Just a little bit of a sneak peek into the kitchen. The lighting from this window, so when I show you the window you'll know exactly why I've got really good lighting from the window, is because it's absolutely like gigantic. It's huge. It's like, honestly it's amazing, but the lighting is so good in here, so that's exciting. The part of the lighting that isn't so good is that Brad has turned the electrics off at the fuse, and the fuse box is in that cupboard right at the top, completely out of my reach. Like I can't even reach just past like the second part of that door. So it is still quite light outside for a change. It is really late because the McDonald's queue was absolutely enormous. I was kind of like, why have I done this just for a coffee? But it's 6:30 now, so I'm gonna do this super quick just so I can show you it all now before any work gets done. I look like a thumb because you can't see my hair. So yeah, I'm gonna get on and show you our new house. Okay, so this is going to be ridiculously hard for me to show you because it is so dark, but luckily the door has a window in it. So as you come in, you are greeted with the most disgusting floor I've ever seen. It is obviously like was fashionable at some stage. They've re-varnished it as well, so it's super sticky. But yeah, the gorgeous carpet, as you can see. This staircase, like everybody else loves apart from me and Brad, we're just not about that dark brown vibe. And as you can see, dark brown, dark brown, dark brown, dark brown, dark brown, everything is dark brown. It's quite something, you know. So yeah, it's actually quite a decent size hallway. There's space for like coats up here. And then, you know, my little unit that I have back at home, which has like my little burner and all my pumpkins on at the minute, that will be able to live here, so that's fine. Sorry, excuse all that stuff. We've literally got like a bag full of a bit of all sorts, including my pumpkin mug so I can have coffees when I'm here. So that's exciting. Brad's got some overalls and there's also some gloves. But yeah, this is the hallway. I can't wait to get a new carpet, hopefully a new staircase, but that was not a priority and you'll see why as we go through the rest of the house. And then new flooring down here, and obviously we'll be stripping every piece of wallpaper you see in this house. It will not exist. And we're either going to paint the doors or be able to get some new ones, depending on cost. Obviously painting is cheaper, so probably go for the paint option. Okay, so now into the living room. As you can see, all of this wall was this like dark wallpaper, but Brad has made a start over there, and he's also stripped all of this wallpaper. Oh, and also this side. This is the first time I'm seeing it as you're seeing it through the lens. I literally walked in and pressed record, so I haven't actually looked yet. That's amazing. So we've just literally got the rest of this wallpaper to take off. We've also got this really nice bay window, which is like in a square shape, so that's going to be really good. I don't know what we're going to put in here. I was thinking more like a long bench or something, because my idea of it is when we eventually move in and we're living his best life in this house, we can get a dog and our dog can sit and wait for us on the bench. That's the plan. This is actually a really big room. As you can see, it's got massive French doors at the bottom, big massive radiator, and then obviously it's got this fireplace, but we are having the fireplace ripped out and then this whole wall re-plastering. I can't decide, so one thing I am going to need your help on is, are wall lights in fashion or do they just need taking out with it? I can't decide if I like wall lights or not. I'm really unsure. I don't know what Brad's done with the covers that used to be on them, but they weren't very nice. But obviously there's a wall light there and then one there, and then the TV used to go there. So yeah, I'm not sure. The options are we either keep these lights with one light up here, or we end up getting a light a bit further down and then moving this one a bit further this way, so we have like two ceiling lights, and then going from there, because this is a really quite, it's not extremely long, but it's a hell of a lot longer than the living room that we have now, and we obviously want it to be as bright as possible for when we are in here and it is like evening. But I'm not sure. I think I prefer like one ceiling light. I think two lights might look a bit ridiculous or a bit silly, or I don't know. And then have the wall lights, but then I don't really like the wall lights. That's where I'm in a bit of a situation. But other plans for this room are to obviously paint it all, so get rid of all of the dado rail, all of the wallpaper, which Brad has almost done. And then we're going to rip up this floor and replace it with carpet, because I cannot wait for a carpet living room. Like the cozy vibes that gives when you're like all cozy in the winter. To give you another view from this angle, obviously you've got your bay window all the way down there. And then we're going to have like the TV and whatever else we decide to put here. I would really like a media wall, you know, where it like comes out a bit and you have the TV and a fire. But again, that's another non-priority task. We've got other things that we really need to spend money on first, and then if we've got any money left over, or it's something that we can put in eventually, if you know what I mean. Okay, now this is the dining room. So again, all the wallpaper needs to come off, door needs painting, etc, etc. A really, really nice sized window again. I really, really like this space. Like, it feels absolutely huge. And we're gonna make it a little bit huger because this wall leads into the kitchen, or the other side of this wall is the kitchen. So we're actually gonna knock this wall down and then have a big kitchen diner. So when I take you into the kitchen, you will understand a little bit more. But what we're planning on having is like the dining table down here, and then the kitchen will kind of finish not far after the wall, but then there'll just be a bit of space before you get to the table. And we are hoping to have like spotlights in here, obviously in the kitchen because it'll be one room, also in the hallway and the landing as well. But yeah, it's another one of those rooms that seems really, really spacious, especially when it's a lot lighter. God damn you, Brad, for turning the bloody electrics off. But yeah, that's the dining room. And then this is the kitchen. So this is the wall that is going to be knocked through. So radiator plugs and everything will be removed. All of this wall will be removed. We're also going to block up this doorway because we'll obviously have the other door in the dining room that we can use to go in and out of what will be just one room. And then it'll give us more space here to have more kitchen cupboards and units and things. This cupboard here has to have like this much out because there's like pipes or something in this bit, and then there's also the fuse box up there, which, just for reference guys, like this is me reaching and I'm still nowhere near it, so hence why I can't turn the lights on. So yeah, it will need to keep that bit, and also we're just going to leave the fuse box there and just like kind of box it in so you can still get to it. But the rest of this all cupboard space will be removed. So we will be able to use that as like space. So it'll be just like walk-in space, or should be. This is what I mean by the lighting. How amazing are these windows? Like, honestly, that's insane, isn't it? There's so much window in this room. But that does also make it super, super awkward for where you want all your kitchen cupboards and everything. But that's fine. That's what Magnet Kitchen are going to help us with. Or whatever kitchen company we decide to go with. So yeah, we are basically going to end up ripping all of this kitchen out and putting in a new one. The plan is to have it in basically the same shape. We will have the hob over here. Hopefully like a washing machine or a dishwasher somewhere along here. And then where I'm stood like now, sort of in line with these sort of cupboards over here, we're hoping to have like an island here. But we have been told it is going to be super, super impossible to have any sort of electric in the island, because I was hoping I'd be able to do like my baking from there. We were going to have an electric hob on there. I'd be able to work from there because I'd be able to plug my laptop in. But apparently it's near impossible. But we do have plugs over here. And you will literally be stood like at the island now where that is. So, I mean, I could get a little extension lead to do my little whisk, couldn't I? You know, it's not the end of the world, it's fine. But yeah, that is the kitchen. I can't get over how good that lighting is. And to say it is actually getting, it doesn't look quite dark on camera. Oh, it does. It's getting dark. So, I have a quick sip of the coffee because I can feel my throat getting worse. I'm gonna take my coffee with me. No, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna be able to show you in here because it's bloody dark. But this is the downstairs toilet. There's toilet over there. There's a little sink, not that you can see it. And there's also a towel rail radiator and some more coat hook things up there. This goes into the conservatory. So yeah, not much else to a toilet. Okay, this is one of what will be like the spare bedrooms until we eventually have any children. It's got a really nice little view of the garden out there, which I haven't showed you yet, and I'm probably not going to get time to by the time I get outside. So that's the garden. We're not going to be doing anything to that this year, so I will do more before and afters of a garden reno when it gets to next year. But yeah, this is another really, really good size room, like double space room. There's not really a lot else. Again, something that we'll be doing is carpeting all of the floors and also giving a fresh paint everywhere. This is the only room in the house that isn't papered, which is really good because obviously one room less to consider. There is also this really nice wardrobe that the people who were living here have left, and it's a pretty decent one. It's got a little mirror on the inside, so I think we'll probably leave that in this room, probably not in that position. I'm sorry because the quality of the camera is getting worse and worse as dark as it goes, so I'm going to try and hurry up. Then this is the bathroom. So obviously got a bath, a sink, toilet and a shower. It is classed as like a wet room at the minute, where like obviously all the water goes down that drain. We have got a plan for this, but we need a plumber to check that what our plans are going to work, because there's obviously like in that corner over there all of the waste pipes, all of the pipes and everything, which obviously goes down into the kitchen. So yeah, but another nice bright window as well. Just hoping that we can have exactly how we want it, but we'll see. It's still a really decent sized bathroom. We've got all of this floor space, and also behind here there's a giant cupboard on the landing, which is like an airing cupboard. So we do have the option of like either using like half of that cupboard and bringing the wall out to here so it can kind of like extend the shower, or using all of the cupboard. I'd prefer not to because I quite like the idea of having a storage cupboard out on the landing, you know, for your towels or the cleaning products and things like that. But yeah, it definitely needs a new bathroom in here because obviously we don't want it as a wet room or with any of the like bars and things. In this room we have what will be classed as like the master bedroom, our bedroom. We do have these huge massive wardrobes in at the minute, which I do think we're probably going to put on like Facebook Marketplace, just to get rid of, because they're like super solid but they're huge. Like we don't need that big wardrobes in this house. Like even just the depth of them is way too big. So yeah, we're definitely not needing these, so we will be selling those just to get rid. I really love that, how pretty the sky looks tonight, and like as you can see the sun like sets like way over there, so that's really cute because I'll be able to see that out of my bedroom window. As you can see, there's even more wallpaper that needs stripping in here. Any of the blue tape that you notice, by the way, that is our like little signal to the electrician that we want a plug socket there. So if you see any of them in this video, that's what they are. We're also wanting the bedroom to be carpeted. We don't know if we want the bed to come this way or if we want it to come this way. or I guess from that wall. We have no idea because we're getting some IKEA Pax wardrobes and it just kind of depends on how much room and how much space they're going to take up. I am so sorry for the terrible quality. Let's all blame Brad for turning the electrics off, and I can't say how old-fashioned that is. Honestly, so funny. We also have the tiniest room you've ever known. Like, I think Harry Potter's room was probably bigger than this, to be honest. But you know, we're gonna work with it and make it into like a home office from when I work from home. Probably with like a little makeshift desk here, and then some more shelves going up. And that is probably all that will be able to fit in here. Can you believe there's no plug sockets in this room? Like, surely that's like, surely no one has a room in their house without any plug sockets, apart from like a toilet. Like, surely. Really tall window, like it's really thin, but it's like pretty long, if that makes sense. And yeah, probably some carpet in there as well. Okay, this is another room where it's going to be like a spare bedroom. We've already taken one thing of the wallpaper off because it was super easy. Again, this is a really decent sized room. Like, you'd easily be able to get a double bed in here. They've also left some wardrobes again, but there's just wallpaper everywhere. Not that you can see because it is so bloody dark in here. Like, I haven't been able to open the curtains in this room, so that's not helping. I don't know why they don't want to open. Maybe because I've got a coffee in my hand and I'm trying to do them at the same time. But yeah, just from this angle, in case you can see it any better, I just can't wait to transform these rooms, guys, honestly. Okay, so as you can tell, it's a lot darker than it was when I started to record in this kitchen. And I'm not gonna lie, I think it's just because I can't put the lights on, but I'm really scared. Like, it's quite scary being in a new house when it's pretty dark. Like literally that's the hallway. Like, you can't even see anything. I am so sorry for the quality of this video again. Hopefully the next time that there's any updates, I'll be able to come when it's either daylight or Brad hasn't turned the electrics off and I can actually put the lights on. I hope you're all as excited as me because I can't wait to like transform this house, move in and make it really cozy and homely, because that is my favourite thing to do. You really want your home to be somewhere that you feel super cozy and safe in, and that's exactly what I want to do to this house. I can't wait to make it our home and really homely. So I hope you're as excited as me and that you'll stick around and watch and follow and show me some love, share any of your ideas. I'm sorry for the way that I sound and the way that I look. I literally just look like a thumb because you can't see my hair. So on that note, I'm gonna love you and leave you, and I will see you in the next video where the renovations start. Bye.